Have you ever heard on the news about an eclipse occurring? Everyone is always excited to look up at the sky and see these two phenomena. But what exactly are you looking for? In this video, I will explore what an eclipse really is. There are two types of eclipses on Earth, which are a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. Before going into what these eclipses are, we must first discuss Earth's orbit and the Moon's orbit. Earth orbits around the Sun, and it takes 365 days for one full orbit. While the Earth is orbiting around the Sun, the Moon is also in orbit. The Moon is orbiting around Earth. Since both the Earth and Moon are orbiting, there are times when Earth is directly between the Sun and the Moon, and other times when the Moon is directly between the Sun and Earth. These occurrences are what happens during eclipses. So what happens during a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse is when the Moon comes between Earth and the Sun. A solar eclipse can only happen during a new moon. When the new moon is between Earth and the Sun, it blocks the sunlight from Earth, and we see only the dark moon's shadow. There are three types of solar eclipses, which include total, partial, and annular. A total solar eclipse occurs when Earth, the Moon, and the Sun are exactly aligned with the Moon in the middle. This means the Moon blocks the whole Sun. A partial solar eclipse is when the Moon, the Sun, and the Earth aren't directly in alignment, so the Moon doesn't cover the whole Sun from the Earth. This results in the Sun looking like a chunk has been taken out of it. Lastly, an annular solar eclipse occurs when the Moon is too far away from the Earth to cover the entire Sun. This results in the Moon covering just the center of the Sun, resulting in the Moon with a ring of the Sun surrounding it. The second type of eclipse is a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when Earth is between the Moon and the Sun. This causes Earth's shadow to fall on the Moon instead of the Sun's light. A lunar eclipse can only happen when there is a full moon. Like a solar eclipse, there are different types of lunar eclipses. The three types of lunar eclipses are total, partial, and penumbral. A total lunar eclipse is when the Earth, Moon, and Sun are in perfect alignment and Earth is exactly between the Moon and the Sun. The Moon passes through the whole part of Earth's umbral shadow. This results in the Moon looking orange. A partial lunar eclipse is when the Moon, Sun, and Earth are not in a perfect line, resulting in only part of the Moon being blocked from the Sun by the Earth. The Moon passes through only part of the umbral shadow. The last type of lunar eclipse, the penumbral lunar eclipse, is very hard to see. This occurs when the Moon passes through the penumbral shadow of the Earth and not the umbral shadow. This results in there being very little difference in the Moon's lighting. So now you know a little bit more about the two types of eclipses and the conditions that must be met for each to occur.